Somewhere to cut. No, I'm kidding. Oh, just somebody I can spend nice evenings with, and the beard, you mean? Floppy disk, yeah.
Was that some good thumbnail faces?
There we go. So, my thing is usually everybody likes this kind of slimming effect.
Yeah.
So we'll go down and then
Can you make me look heavier? I'm working on my before photos and I want to look about 40 pounds heavier.
There we go. And then we'll do this here.
Yeah.
And then we can break these corners in. Do you like more of a squared off, or do you like
more
natural?
More natural, more round.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're definitely trying to grow this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take off more here and less towards the front.
Perfect,
so
yeah.
it's just we're tapering it in.
Like in terms of like growth areas, it grows slow here and like super fast here, which is like not the most useful thing.
Okay. Yeah. No. See that right there. That's why we have to this right here.
Like I can grow it out and braid it and like a reverse Willie Nelson thing, but I don't. It's too weird.
He's walking backwards.
Like wrong kind of weird to keep Austin. we don't mean that kind of weird.
It's nice and full though. I think what definitely takes away from this is the thickness here.
Yeah.
Once we knock this down, you'll see that it's just all the concentration of, like.
And it's too hard of an area for me to trim up on my own without screwing it up, so I just let it go. And I was probably due for a trim like a little while ago, but I knew I was coming here, so I let it grow for maximum effect.
Cool. Yeah.
This has been kind of a ongoing project for you, right?
Pardon me?
This has like been an ongoing project for you.
Yeah, I started growing it out in March 2022. I was talking to a guy who had a bigger beard. I'm like, I'm just gonna grow it out and see what happens. And then I finally got it properly trimmed. I'm anxious talking to while he's trimming.
Oh no! Please go ahead.
I don't want to. Like if I go side to side, I'll be.
You want some gum? 'Cause that's always my favorite. The gum. Yeah. Yeah, that one. Somewhere to cut. No, I'm kidding. Oh, just somebody I can spend nice evenings with, and the beard, you mean? At this point, it's a convenience relationship. That's all. I'm lonely. So, from the profile, I always, I just do like a rough cut. So, as usual, I always do like where my finger is at on top of the Adam's apple. Notice that on the top of my finger, and then I'm just kind of getting that angle in here. So just get this. Once again, it's a rough cut. Once I lay them back and everything, then I'll start to kind of, I guess, add a little more detail to it. But just because the profile is super important, and with home maintenance, that's always an issue with people. So which is why when I'm done, I like to show them what other people see. With it as well from the side, because a lot of time we do this and like, I can't get back here. And it's like, yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, can it be done? Sure, but you gotta know how to use a clipper and another mirror.
Yeah.
It definitely helps out, but it's gotta look good from all around.
Maybe 2 months ago.
At home?
No, I've like cleaned it up at a barbershop probably 2 months and then just home maintenance.
Got the old eyeball ninjas. I call them. I had a little story. I had a guy years and years ago when I had first started, and I was a bit stubborn. And he was one of those guys that you tell him, hey man, can you put your head down? He would like look down, just like his eyes. And it's like, no, your head. And one day I was giving them a beard trim, and it was time to, you know, lay them back and all that stuff. A couple spots on the mustache that I needed to detail. And I told him, I said, close your eyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, he didn't say anything. I said, dude, close your eyes. Because, you know, it goes straight.
Yeah.
Like, they jump straight for the eye.
Yeah.
He's like, no. Fuck you, no. Just do it. So, of course, I wouldn't. He starts doing this job. And he's like, dude, wait, there's hair in my eye. That's what I told you.
Yeah, I told you to close your eyes several times.
I don't just,
what would you like me to do?
I don't just speak to hear myself. You know, I don't like the sound of my voice. But I'm just telling you because guess what happens that I've seen in the last beard trim and the beard trim before that. You're going to get hair in your eyes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a straight up no. So I said, all right. To be quite honest, I actually did aim for it because I'm a pretty good shot. But you know, life's lessons are learned hard sometimes.
And a lot's come off.
What's that now?
A lot has come off.
Yeah. And we're about to get started. So, no, I'm kidding. What's that?
It's just the rough draft.
Yeah, that was it. Everything's nice and even. So once again, this was going to be the tightest point, and it's not just a straight drop. That's it. I mean, some people like it like that, but usually people want a little more like human curve to it. It was just to get all the little wispies out of there. Oh yeah, close your eyes. There you go.
Is that how you measured where to establish the cheek line?
Yeah, every one of the mistakes that used to make coming up was the fact that I would just start on this side and then come over here, and this side has like a, you know, it's higher, it has a patch, and then I would have to lower it, you know, because I've already done this one. So that's why now I like to look and make sure there's no little like bald spots, anything like that. Yes, even I make mistakes. But it's, like I say, it's just kind of a rough outline to a point, and then once the razor comes in, that's what really does it. So I personally am not a fan of like the zero gapping thing because I'm going to go over it with a razor anyway, so I don't want to run the risk of cutting them. I'd rather cut you with a razor than with this. Yeah. So the mustache, I am not, what we're gonna do first, let me line it up, and if you decide that it's too bulky, like it's too thick, we can always bring that back as well, all right? Yeah, so generally right on this side, about 1/4 inch or 3/8 inside of the corner of your mouth is where I leave this.
Yeah.
You see it that way? I mean, hell, because just with that, once we line it up, you'll be able to do like a little mini kind of pointy stash.
It's kind of flow into the beard.
Yeah,
It doesn't need to be
and I mean, you can do
point.
both. That's the beauty, because also your color is very uniform because you have these here. Like it's very interesting. So right now I'm gonna hand you the mirror, brother, and then because I want you to get in up close as opposed to that far away. Getting up close and see if you feel the mustache is still too bulky, and we can knock it back just a bit.
Yeah.
I think it lends itself nicely to this, but me personally, I would just take the edge off
Yeah.
because right there in the center is
It looks
super thick.
It looks a little too big there.
Yeah.
I would bring it down just a little. Yeah, I want to have a big mustache, but functionally, it slows you down too much. You lose 45 minutes a day just wiping your upper lip, changing your white shirt. You can't do it. One day I was eating some chili, and I had a big mustache at the time, and I had a white shirt. I looked down, it was just like diarrhea all over my chest. It was disgusting. Oh, that's great.
Much better?
Yeah, much better. Just like.
You have one hair there. You have one of those rogue hairs that when you wake up in the morning and
Yeah, I do.
you know, doing that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Just 86 it.
I mean, not all the way down, but just. You have any neck issues, brother? Anything like that? You can recline back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want I just got to make sure.
Not that I know of. I
Yeah.
hope I'm not about to get some.
There you go. Now, do you want this higher or lower? We can put it higher in
little
your
bit
head or
higher,
lower?
yeah.
A little higher. Try
I
that.
feel like I'm on Price is Right. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, is that it?
We're winning both showcases today.
I miss Bob Barker. Damn it.
Give me 2 quick moment of silence for Bob Barker.
Yeah, really. So this right here is always super important to me. Actually relax your, yeah, exactly, because we want it right at a, resting chin face. I don't know what the hell you would call it. But the point is, a lot of times people want to cut up and width, like the shape of, the inner side of your chin. We're going for a beard, so you want it to have a little bit more mass here so that it's not transparent.
Yeah.
As you're growing it out. But I mean, yeah, you have the potential to grow a fantastic beard, so you'll be fine.
What do you mean potential? I thought it was fantastic.
It can be
This
fantastic.
is the best I've got.
It can be fantasticer.
There's always somewhere to go.
Hey, somebody made up the name Selfie, I can say fantasticer. Is Tony there? Tony's
That's the headline.
Yeah. So on this right here, a lot of times this could be an issue. Like if you see on the left side here, it grows up, so it doesn't give you a definitive line. And this side, it kind of comes down in a sense. So it's already kind of marked itself to a point. So you just have to balance that out. I mean, and we're talking about just, a lot of this is just shop talk. I mean, it's just,
It's nice knowing what I'm working with.
oh, Jesus, scared the shit out of me. Yeah, because this will expose like more of the underside of it, and that one kind of almost scrolls down. But it's funny because even though that happens, when it all grows out, it still does that effect that I told you where the two kind of waves collide.
It's like 2 tectonics.
There you go.
Whole geography lesson for you.
Shave bone.
What's your favorite choice these days with this?
Nothing too heavy. Just something kind of light, carry me through the day. I'm not a huge fragrance guy, so that's got to be light. If it gets too heavy, too overpowering, less is always more in my case.
Maybe more temple smoke, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's why I have the
The new formulation we got in that temple smoke is amazing. Really, really good. That's how we should end every video now.
yeah, literally.
But,
Then just have like really bad VFX for the end. With my head rolling around as it's like 2 suggested videos.
now we got to do that.
It's Halloween season. I'm totally game for that.
Remember,
Chopping your head off.
remember the Benny Hill theme song? At the end of, and they're like everybody, like they would speed up the thing, and everybody's chasing each other, coming out of different rooms in the ceiling, and it was yeah, I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, that was some racy stuff back in the day. Can you swallow?
He means it in the most professional way.
Yes. I had to explain that one time on video because I was like, how in the hell would I make? Because it's one of those things that just
I felt
happens.
like you could tell like I was trying to swallow.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay. No, and
But I
that.
didn't want to move too much.
Yeah, no. I appreciate it, but I mean, I'm not getting in there. I just, it's happened many times where I was just like, I just gotta say, but there's no other way. I gotta buy a thesaurus.
Yeah, but then even you use some fancy way of saying it, people don't know what you mean.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like going to the dentist when you got to spit out into the tube.
Can you go like this? Yeah, that kind of thing. Fine tuning, man. Just combing everything up. Right at the very edge, a lot of times, you see how these hairs come up? So you can go up with and razor that, but then you're gonna have like all this kind of overhang. So when I bring this down, I want it, no matter which way he combs it, I don't want anything spilling past that line. Becomes a little bit more difficult when the beard gets a lot longer, but then that's where you have to, I don't want to say not be concerned with the neck hair because you want to get rid of it, but you want to keep this as natural as possible so that all of this hair grows long, but that's where you even everything out no matter how long it is. Just, you want to be able to comb it straight down and not have anything hang over. I learned that in a company, Beardbrand. They have a YouTube channel. You want a little mustache wax in there, dude?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hold on. Yep. How's the scent on the Temple Smoke?
Oh, it's perfect.
Not too crazy.
Yeah, especially when you're putting it like right under your nose.
Mm-hmm. What we're gonna do while it's still growing, I mean, you have the option, obviously, of bringing it into the beard.
Yeah.
But just for right now, let's take a look at what it looks like when we isolate the mustache from the rest of it. So in other words, just pulling it straight out.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to get much of a, like the little swoop in there just yet, but it's coming. You see this? I mean, you can equally do that.
Yeah.
But once it, like, I'm gonna say even like just another month, if that, and then what you do with that actually is you're in this point you're fortunate to have like white with your darker hairs.
Yeah.
So then if you bring this out and then bring in here, like you separate it from your beard,
Yeah.
you're gonna see the patterns of hair, the way they come down, and then the ones that come out like this. That's something that you do that at home, or like right before you're gonna go out or something, so that you can get that kind of distinction if you were inclined to do that. If not, you just kind of bring it back.
Yeah, that's great.
You see what I mean? So I mean, you have you have choices.
Yeah.
So
Which is nice.
So yeah, we bought this down too, and it just kind of all I did under here was just skim it and just clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
That's really good.
Like that? Cool. Awesome.